Hey everybody, this is Alora, and I am doing a TNT video on how to create a comp notebook. I know a few people were interested in trying to do it. So I did start my notebook with paper. And I did that because I tried filming the whole thing and then my camera fell off the stand. So doing it over, but this is my front cover. And I'm going to show you how to also do the inside cover and the back cover. But what I did here with the inside cover was cut the paper to be this a little bigger than the size of the book. And then cut the corner pieces, and it's a pretty good chunk. Cut the corner piece to be able to put these flaps down. So this will be covered as well with a piece of paper. So what I like to do when I'm working on these comp notebooks is kind of lay out my idea before I get it all together. So I have this cute little digital collage that I made. And then this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that's going to go slightly underneath it. And then I have this sticker that I want to use on here. So I think it's going to be, it's going to be better down in the corner. So I'm going to get this sticker on here and I'm going to put everything down. So you can use whatever adhesive you want. Tape, glue sticks, sticker, little round stickers, or Aleene's tacky glue, or just whatever you want. Double-sided tape. For this one, I'm using double-sided tape, but I haven't gotten that far yet because I'm trying to get the sticker off of here. It's a little bit tricky. Almost have it. Here we are. So I like these acetate stickers because they have really nice designs. So I'm going to lay this on here. Just like that, just for a little extra, I don't know, something. I then have this here, that this is going to go down first. So I'm going to find my adhesive and then place this on here. So it's all about layering. You can do it any way you like. It's just whatever you think looks best. I personally am very attracted to using pinks and light greens and pastels for most of my journals. I don't know, it's just super girly, I guess, but I like it. I think for me it's kind of French and romantic and simple. This is in French, this little piece, which is going to go here. Okay, and then I'm going to get this other piece taped up and put it in right over that. And I like to decorate the comp books. I use lace, I use my trim that I make, flowers, just anything, really anything. And so you just do it the way you like. And yeah, it's anything you like. It's any papers you like, any style you like. The thing that's best about making comp notebooks is this. All this blank paper in here. So people can really use the books. They're practical for use with whatever you might want to use them for. I have a friend, I gave her one and she uses it for recipes. And I have one that I use for appointments and whatnot. So I got the main part here done, and I've got lace. That's my lace. I've also got this lace. I don't think it's big enough. Oh, it is big enough, but I'm not going to use it because it's a little too wide unless I just cut it and then layer these. But I don't want to cover up my image too much. So yeah, I'm just going to use this one. So then I put down my embellishments. Easy peasy, anything you like. And if you go over, like if you're measuring something, you go over, you can trim it back after you're done. So let's see what I've got here. And then I have flowers for this. I've got a little bit of washi that I might stick on it somewhere. And since I'm doing this lace at the moment, I'm using some glue dots, because when you use like a whole thing of double-sided tape, you have tape that kind of is sticking out from a delicate design like this lace has. So I spend more time trying to open the lace, the adhesive, than I do with anything else. I don't really use like wet glue like Aleene's Tacky Glue, but you could. You could definitely use it if you wanted to. Okay. These glue dots are giving me a hard time. But I also have buttons. I've got flowers that are organza flowers. I also have some really nice little pearlized dots. And they're just sticker dots. So, forgive me for being quiet, but I don't think this wants to cooperate me. So I guess I don't have a choice but to use this tape. Once I get this tape to go down, sometimes you have to keep pressing it and pressing it and pressing it in order to get it to stay. Because especially with a lace like this, because it's kind of not one design, like that's thick, and this is a very like open design. So one of these days I will actually get this to cooperate. Let me try this side. This tape is so good, like, but it's hard to stick it to lace. Okay, I'm gonna actually let that sit a minute, and I'm gonna show you my flowers. A lot of people ask me if I make these. I don't. These are called organza flowers, and you can get them online. And they have fabric. I didn't even realize I didn't have my hand up there. And they're just all sewn onto this mesh. And I cut the mesh off. I do like to put flowers on just as an extra embellishment. And these are very affordable. These are sold by the yard. And they're like $3 a yard. And you get about 12 to 14 flowers. So it's super affordable and easy to find. So I'm cutting off this mesh. And I'm going to set that flower down there. And I'm going to check on my tape and see if that decided to stick to the fabric yet. That's the hardest thing, getting tape to stick to fabric. So, alrighty. Let's get out of the way, flower. I am going to put this right here. Set that there. And then I also have some chiffon. I have this. So I might make a nice little bow. Contemplating. And let's get in here. Let me get in frame because it's a little far away from my seat. Because I have to use a special stand. My phone stand kicked it last year, so I try. So there we go. Got a pretty tight bow there. So this is what I do when I'm decorating. Now you could put everything on your front right away, or you can put it on after you finish the rest of the book, which I'm gonna see if I can get this a little bit of washi tape on here. So I like really thick washi tape, really wide I should say, and this is so good that it sticks very well to itself. There we go. So I'm going to cut myself a piece of this. I'm going to just trim it down a wee bit. And I'm just going to put this up here. And you can build on it, and build on it as much as you like. So I'm going to move that because you guys have an idea. I also have some wonderful buttons that Tracy Watson gave me, and those are going to go on here as well. I'm going to make a little button bouquet down here in the corner. But I am going to grab a piece of paper. Or actually, you know what? I'll show you the back. I'm going to flip that over and show you the back cover because I pre-measured this, so this is ready to roll. I do the same thing in the back that I do in the front. I am going to, as quickly as possible, pull this sheet. And don't worry about these stickers, you know, you can see them, but these get covered up by the paper. If you try pulling them off, you will rip off half of the back cover trying to do it. So I have this paper for the back. This is also dollhouse wallpaper that I have an abundance of. And I am just going to eye this. Let me see here. Give me just 1 second so I can get this on here. I'm going to fix this one corner because there's a little bulge. Okay. So I'm going to turn this around and show you how to clip the corners. So, whoops, at an angle, you want to take out like a triangle size, kind of a large triangle. This paper is a little long. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to cover it anyway when you put the other paper in. Sticking to my scissors, so I'm going to have to take off a little more. I'll actually, you know what, I'm going to just cut it after. And then you fold the flaps down. Pull it tight and fold it down. And that's what I'm doing back on this side as well. And then I'm just going to snip this corner here. A little too much on there. So the dollhouse wallpaper is on there, and it's, like I said, very sticky, so it takes care of itself. That's what it looks like. I'm going to put something over the back here of a little bump because it's stuck to itself. So, or maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I might put something there, but it happens. So it is super sticky to work with. When you work with paper, it's so much easier than working with pre-pasted wallpaper. So I'm going to grab myself a glue dot, and I'm going to just stick this up here on the book so I can get the other piece of lace to stay down. These are really super sticky glue dots too. I have a flower and a bow, and just there. And I'm just going to do this little button bouquet at the bottom here. So let me get these all set up with some adhesive. And that's going to take me a second. And the thing about comp notebooks is you can give them to anyone. You can give them to people to use for anything that they want to use it for. It doesn't really matter. It's so versatile, and it's a very nice but inexpensive way to give someone a decent little gift. Especially like if you want to give gifts to people in an office, or you have like a lot of people, teachers or whatever. So I am just putting these buttons on here. I'm going to scoot that up. And as far as the inside of the book goes, you only have to measure a piece that fits inside that cover to hold the cover. I shouldn't say hold the cover. To kind of complete the cover, and you cover up the pieces that you put on the other side. So it just makes it look prettier and more finished when you do it that way. And I'm just not quite done with the buttons yet. But you guys get the idea. So still fighting my adhesive. Alrighty. I love this tiny button. It is so cute. Small buttons like that are called diminutives. I learned a lot about buttons when I used to sell them in my antique shop. And people collect them and all sorts of things. It's very interesting. They all have names and design styles and value. Buttons have value, so never throw away your buttons because you never know what you got. They could be worth a small fortune. Okay. Alrighty, I'll put this little pink one over here. So just a little button bouquet, and I'm going to attach my flower and my bow, and then that's pretty much it as far as making composition notebooks go. It's super easy and fun and a nice thing to give to someone. That's why I like giving them out as prizes, because I enjoy making them. And yeah, really easy. So anyway, this is the gist of it. Put that flower there. And then I will add my bow. If I can get one of my little dots to work with me here. I usually use Zots, and for some reason I can't find them anywhere. So I don't know why. Probably because I'm looking in the wrong places, but I don't even see them online, which is kind of odd because they're always been from a pretty large company. All right, and there you have it. One composition notebook. I'm going to trim this extra piece of lace off the bottom, and that's all that. So anyway, you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.